Hi, good morning. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. I have a simple but wow fun fold card for you. Let me show it to you really quick and then I'll jump in with some of the products I'm using today. So, sorry, I have some extra light today, so it might be a little bit hard to see, but I'm using soft sea foam, real red, and gold for my colors. And when I point the camera down, I think it'll be a little bit easier to see. It's the Painted Christmas Designer Series paper. And I kind of did a mishmash of like new and old, or I should say returning favorites. So this is new. It's the Handmade Wishes stamp set, and it's 30 photopolymer stamps. There's actually a coordinating punch as well, and I'm not going to use the punch today, but I just wanted to show it. And you can do, oh my gosh, you're seeing like my closet doors in the punch, but you can do it as like a square or like on a diagonal. So this is a really fun punch, and then it marries up with some of the stamp sets, or some of the stamps. So we've got that going on, and then I'm doing Christmas this week. It's the last day of July. I like to do Christmas in July, so I couldn't let it quite sneak away without getting one in here, a Christmas card for you. So, and I'll have another Christmas card on Tuesday on my blog for Casing Tuesday if you want to check that out. But I'm using the seasonal labels, and it's only because I had these already out on my desk. So there are 19 dies in here. And that's why I just married it up with these, one of these labels instead of the punch for my card this week. Okay, so let's jump right in, and I'll point the camera down. And this is going to be a really quick live today, only because it's the Lowell Folk Festival is happening in my city this weekend. So I have been trying to get out and enjoy some sun and fun all weekend. So we went Friday night. Oh my god, it was so muggy out. But anyways, we survived. Yesterday it was warm, but the humidity was a lot lower, so it was much more manageable. And then today it's going to be a little bit warm too, but I don't think it's going to be terrible. So it's just great to have music. The festival hasn't happened in a few years, so great to have music back locally. And we have national acts, and it's all free. And there's great food from a lot of the local places. So if you're local to me, you better come out and check it out today. So anyways, let's just jump right in, and I'll do the stamping first. Like I said, this is a simple but wow fun fold, and I have a couple tips for you. So I'm going to bring over my Pierce mat because it's the photopolymer, which is this clear see-through. And what I did is I just cut out a circle. I'm using the layering circles dies with the Designer Series paper. Okay, so it's soft sea foam. And we are just going to do all of our stamping. All my stamps are on one block. So I don't know if you guys do this with your photopolymer stamps, but I put the Merry and the Christmas and the little swiggle. I don't know what the correct word is for that little thing at the bottom. I put them all on one C block, and I'm just going to use one color, real red. And like I said, the color combination is real red, soft sea foam, and gold. It's super pretty, and I'll have some pictures on my blog so you'll be able to see them a little bit closer. So we're just going to get that on there. Super fun to use one block and one ink. Kind of go in simple stamping, but then marrying it up with a fun fold. So I'm going to get the mat out of the way, and let's do the card base. I have all my pieces already cut and scored because, hey, I want to go out on the town, so to speak. So I have a soft sea foam, which is like the lightest, prettiest green color that Stampin' Up has, and I don't use it all that much, but this pattern was the favorite of mine from the Painted Christmas Designer Series paper. That it actually came out last year, but it's back in the July to December 2022 catalog, and you can find it on page 29. So what we did with the soft sea foam, the base is 5.5 by 11, and then you're going to score at 1 1/4, 3 3/8, 7 5/8, and 9 3/4. Okay, I would actually recommend that you have a bone folder just so you can kind of get some crisp lines when you kind of just fold this. So I'm just going to flip over and fold like one side, and then this we're going to fold out. Okay, so this is going to fit in a standard Stampin' Up! Medium size envelope. And what's fun is I did this card last weekend at an event, and I have it to show you in some Sale-A-Bration papers. So we did a card with the Rings of Love designer series paper, and it uses the amazing phrasing stamp set from Sale-A-Bration, and it uses the stylish shape dies. So this is what you end up. This is how you get your double gatefold is what this is called. So what's awesome is that you have 4 strips of the designer series paper in the soft sea foam, and we're going to layer these up. They're all exactly the same size. It's 1 by 5 1/4. And we're just going to put these on with some liquid glue. Let me grab my glue. So it's really a wow card, I think. And then what we're going to do, because this isn't going to stay closed, we're going to do a belly band around the entire thing. And that's when we can get really fun and embellish to our heart's content. And I just picked the gold embellishments for today. So if you don't have all your supplies for Christmas cards, now is obviously a great time to stock up on your cardstock and your designer paper and all your elements, embellishments. Of course, it's Sale-A-Bration through August 31st, 2022. So if you need help picking and placing an order or picking out things that coordinate, let me know. Happy to help there. Let me know in the comments if you already started working on your Christmas cards. I know a few friends that already have. So, and I'm gonna see. Okay, now I think I can see the comments. Hey Jan, good morning. Thanks for being here live. For some reason I couldn't see the comments until I switched my view. Okay, so now I have a belly band, which is gonna wrap around the entire card. And I just did real red cardstock for this to coordinate. It's a 11 by 1 inch piece, and I scored it at 3 7 3/8. So I'm just gonna give it a fold. I'm gonna put the piece that has the, actually I'm gonna go this way. And this is gonna be the front. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of liquid glue here. Don't wanna go too far over and kind of get this together. And then we're gonna slide this on and then we'll embellish, okay? So this is a type of card you might wanna give to somebody who's not a crafter with a little Post-it note on the front. Like, don't rip this off. Just fold, slide it off the top or the bottom. So just saying, you know, people have told me stories of they've given cards to people and they rip this whole front pretty part off. And then this is the seasonal labels. So you have 2 options here. You can go this way or this way. I liked it this way, just to cover everything up. You only want adhesive in the middle here on the belly band. So this is why it helps to put the belly band on first. So then you can just make sure all your adhesive is here, so everything's will slide off nicely and you won't have a big giant mess. And then once I get here, I can start to do my embellishments. I'm gonna do my ribbon across the middle before I put my sentiment on. And I'm just gonna take my paper snips and actually, I don't know if you guys do this, but I'm just gonna put, cut the ends on an angle with my paper snips before I put it on my card. So this is the gold, it's gold shimmer ribbon is what it's called in the July to December catalog. It's kind of different from what I don't know, I feel like it's different from what we've had before. But so this is super sparkly in person. I'm just going to add a couple glue dots to the middle because I'm going to cover them up anyways. Okay, and then I kind of want to get my pieces. This is going to go in the middle, and I'm going to put 2 of the gold leaves underneath. So you kind of have 2 options here. You can, and these always throw me for a loop. They have one end that's longer, and I'm going to say that that's the end that's going to kind of poke out. And they do have a front and a back. The back is kind of like a straight, kind of gold, sparkly, glittery. And then the front has kind of like more of a leaf pattern. So I'm just going to, I want them kind of poking out like that. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just put them on with glue dots while I have these here. But again, remember, you only want your adhesive on the label or tucked underneath the circle. So just be careful with, I'm just going to put the glue dot like right on the tip almost and kind of get these where I want them and get my glue dots on there. So another tip for you. And I don't know, maybe I'll go there. Okay, and then you can kind of put this on with whatever adhesive. I'm just going to use the liquid glue since I have it here. Whoops, put that across there. You could use dimensionals. I feel like the card already has dimension a little bit with the belly band, so. And then just to finish it off, I picked, these are called Festive Pearls. They are pearls that come in 3 different colors, silver, gold, soft succulent, and cherry cobbler. So I just picked up a gold one, and I'm going to put that on the eye in Christmas. Okay, so super, super wow card, but pretty simple when you break it down step by step. So let me show you, and I'll have some pictures on my blog at christinestamps.blogspot.com so you can check those out, and I'll have the measurements there as well. And I'll put the measurements and the products I use below when I finish this video, so you'll have that to reference. So let me show you the alternative card that we had made last week at the event I was at. So same overall card base and same 4 strips of designer series paper, but this uses the Rings of Love designer series paper, and like I mentioned at the beginning, the stylish shapes and the amazing phrasing stamp set. So again, everything's on the belly band, so this will slide right off, and you can put a message in the middle. Yeah, and we even use the same pearls in the cherry cobbler here, but the colors are Poppy Parade. My gosh, I think it's Pool Party and Blushing Bride on this one. So I'm going to put the camera back at my face to just sign off for today. And I just want to make a couple announcements that, oh, hey, good morning, Karen. Thanks for watching. So Lowell Folk Festival, local people, come check it out today. Lots of great live local music, not local music, national music, and local music too, and great food from some local vendors. Sale-A-Bration is going to be going for 1 more month, so you have till August 31st, 2022 to place your orders. Now there are some things that are selling out or that are unorderable, so if you have questions about that, let me know. I know some of the papers, Rings of Love and Wonderful World, are going to be back in stock. They're saying right now, next week, the week of 8/8/2022, I think the tree lot dies might be selling out. So I will post a message this week if I see that those have sold out. Those have been really, really popular. And I'm going to do a Sale-A-Bration. So local stampers, I am going to do, I'm sorry, not a Sale-A-Bration, a BOGO. I need more tea this morning. I'm going to be doing a BOGO in August. So coming up for August, it's going to run the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th. And I picked those days because the 13th and the 14th is a sales tax holiday here. So you won't have to pay local sales tax if you're in Massachusetts. So more details to come on that. I do have a separate BOGO group on Facebook. So if you want to be part of that, let me know and I will let you into that group. And I think that covers it. So have a wonderful week. I'll be soaking up some sunshine today and I will see you next week.